Power never breaks slowly. It breaks all at once. Funny thing about power, kid. It snaps like an old tree in a storm. One day the system looks solid, and the next, one unexpected move sends everything tumbling down like a house of cards. And right now, that's exactly what we're watching. Schumer steps out with a simple solution. But behind those words, President Trump is setting up one of the boldest strategic plays I've seen in my lifetime. And let me tell you something. Washington feels the tremors. Democrats pacing like nervous cats. Republicans whispering strategy in dim hallways. Because this isn't just about reopening a government. This is about breaking the rules of the old political game. Stick with me, cause this moment. It might just write the next 10 years of American history. America's pressure cooker is hissing. Day 38. And let me tell you, no country should see what America is seeing right now. You've got federal workers standing in food bank lines in the cold. You've got air traffic controllers calling out because they can't even afford gas to reach the airport. Travelers stranded across the country, looking up at the departure boards like they're staring at tombstones. Delay after delay after delay. One woman at an airport said she hoped politicians got stuck on a flight themselves so they'd finally feel the pain the rest of the country feels. Another traveler, poor fella from Singapore, said he worried he might end up trapped here indefinitely. And all of that's the sound of pressure building. Washington is trapped in its own pressure cooker. Heat rising, steam building, neither side wanting to blink first, both hoping the other side crumbles under the weight. But listen real close. Pressure like that always leads to something. Sometimes a breakthrough, sometimes an explosion. Now here's where things get mighty interesting. While Democrats play the shutdown like a tug of war, Trump sees it as chess. He's attacking, not defending. He's exposing, not stalling. For years, Washington's believed gridlock is normal life. Shutdowns, part of the process. Filibusters, just how things work. But Trump asks, why do we put up with this nonsense? Why does it take months to pass a bill? Why are federal workers bargaining chips? Why does the public suffer every time Congress throws a tantrum? He's not just pointing out cracks. He's saying the whole structure needs rebuilding. And that has the establishment shaken in their boots. Let's understand a crucial aspect of American politics today. The filibuster, an old Senate rule, was intended to slow legislative processes. It forced compromise among senators and encouraged dialogue between sides. Now, it's an impenetrable brick wall, creating gridlock. It requires 60 votes to pass anything significant in the Senate. Trump's team asks, what if we end it altogether? Democrats are terrified. Trump's agenda could move very fast indeed. Immigration, courts, taxes, healthcare would all pass with 51 votes. Democrats also talked about killing the filibuster when they had power. The question, who do you trust with that immense power in Washington? Democrats are holding local wins like trophies, but trophies don't mean much when your team ain't got a coach. Polls show people don't even know who leads the Democratic Party anymore. 21% said don't know. And the rest of the numbers? All over the place. A party can't fight a battle if it doesn't have a commander. And right now Democrats have a dozen voices shouting different directions. Then you look at Chicago, the crown jewel of progressive governance, and the whole thing's falling apart. Protests spilling into the streets. ICE officers restricted by special rules no other city forces on them. A mayor flying to the UN while his city burns behind him. If that's the model, it ain't a good one. It's rare for fundamental change to start in Washington. It truly begins when everyday Americans reach their breaking point. They struggle with rising healthcare costs, making impossible choices between health and other necessities. Travelers face airport chaos and endless delays, feeling powerless against the system. People watch their paychecks shrink as politicians focus on blame instead of solutions. Many realize the current system benefits large corporations, entrenched politicians, and wealthy donors. One woman said, after seeing government subsidies, "This is a scam, and people ain't even mad." That's shifting. People are indeed getting mad now, quietly and with an uncomfortable awareness. Once people truly see the truth, it becomes impossible to ignore or forget. Here we are now, at a crossroads bigger than any election. Do we protect the old system with all its delays? Or do we tear out the rusted gears and rebuild? Traditionalists say the system works, slowly but it works. Reformers say the system's carcass is rotting and needs replacement. Truth is, both sides have a point. This system is broken, but also fragile. Democracy dies from 1,000 small decisions folks thought were harmless. We're making decisions future generations will live with, long after today's politicians are gone.
Here's what matters most, friend. This isn't about Trump, Schumer, Republicans, or Democrats. It's about you, your family, your future, and your country. Do we move fast and risk breaking things, or move slow and risk not fixing anything? Should the filibuster fall or stand? Should we demand rapid change or careful stability? These aren't rhetorical questions. Tell me what you think in the comments. I read every one. If this made you think, hit like and subscribe. We're just getting started with more to uncover about America's future.